Alright, this is gonna be another recording. This one's gonna be about energy demons in the atmosphere. Energy demons in the atmosphere. So, with it being said, when you have atmospheres, you have different realms of demonic spirits, and different spirits dwell inside the atmospheres. Y'all may understand, how do you speak to a spirit? Well, you got to understand and discern through what the atmosphere is. You got to know about the temps of the atmosphere. What is the atmospheres around us? It's a spiritual energy. Energy is an atmosphere. Energy is. And with that being said, since energy is an atmosphere, what you got to understand is that we are facing demonic spirits on this earth, because you got to understand we are battling against principalities and darkness and power of the air, right? Which means we just fighting against evil spirits. So basically, with that being said, we fight against the devil and his kingdom, which you gotta understand. The demonic spirits work for God. The devil works for God. So with that being said, you got basically the devil is possessed by God. That's what you gotta understand. All these demonic people and spirits are possessed by God, because God is the puppeter. God is the controller. God is the one in charge. So what you gotta understand, we all got a free will though. We all got a free will, right? Yeah, we do. We do. So with your free will is how God basically gives you free will. So you can make your own decisions from there. From there you can make your own decisions. And that's just the way it is. So I recommend y'all start making some smart choices and going against this devil, and stop allowing all the atmospheres and worshiping the atmospheres of the demons. Now, with this being said, when someone gets bullied, if you notice, let's say a follower of God gets bullied. Jesus was bullied. Jesus was the perfect example of being bullied by a society, because he made a lot of claims that people didn't understand. So they quickly judged. They quickly judged this motherfucker, because they didn't understand where he was coming from. They believed in the atmosphere of the demonic spirits. Now, with this being said, Jesus did set people free from demons, right? But the Pharisees, but the religious people, but a lot of crazy people didn't want to believe. A lot of crazy people didn't want to believe Jesus was working through God. And that's what pissed them off, because they knew, right? They knew, right? So, so with this being said, this is the same thing going on in these days. Y'all have atmospheres of atheism, atmospheres of religion, atmospheres of just all these weird demon spirits, that demon type of demons of anger, demons of bitterness, violence, all these different demonic spirits. You can be in atmospheres of them. And you got to understand, the energy is not coming from you. The energy is coming from around us, and it connects to your brain. Whatever you choose to believe in is what connects to your brain. We live in an energy. We live in energy. We live in a vortex. We live in an energy vortex. Whether you want to believe it or not, we scientifically are basically living in the matrix, right? Scientifically, we living in the matrix for God. God is the creator of the matrix, right? So we living in a vortex, and in this vortex, that's basically more vortexes inside the vortex. So you choose the vortex around you. You choose the energy you choose around your field. You have your own energy field. Another dude, another girl has their own energy field. We all have energy fields. Now, what if you don't choose energy? Now that's where it gets really crazy. What if you don't want to choose any energy to attach yourself? Now that's what is called following God. Yep, because you don't want to attach the demonic spirits to you. That is what's called following God, my nigga. Because you don't want to worship a demon to give you power in your atmosphere. You could be worshiping a sex demon because you have this sex image through the demon of sex. You could. So now you're in the atmosphere of the sex demon, and you're controlling your life through a sex demon, through the demon of sex. Yep. You can, same thing with everything else, you thugs and killers too. You have the spirit of murder. You have the spirit of death too, but at the same time, you gotta understand, y'all work with the spirit of death, because a lot of gang members, they do be violent on that stuff. They do end up killing people. So that's the spirits they have in the atmosphere, and they worship the spirit of death. They do. There's different forms of the spirit of death, but every demonic spirit is branched to the spirit of death. It works for the spirit of death. Every demonic spirit, and Satan works for the spirit of death too. It's all connections. God basically created the spirit of death, and the devil is basically hiding behind the spirit of death. Yeah, that's some true facts though. That's true facts. The devil hides behind the spirit of death. So with that being said, you see the same thing going on today. Same thing going on today is what happened back then. Right? So you choose to crucify me, put the good, knowledgeable one, who's the good person, the good-hearted person, and you choose to put me in poverty. That's because the vortexes of everyone around says, oh, let's do nothing for this dude. Let's just not create a way for this dude to get his success for God. Now, as followers of God, we got to create our own vortexes around us. We got to create our own fields around us and give off God. We got to give up the Holy Ghost. With the Holy Ghost is bigger than energy. The Holy Ghost is bigger than energy because the Holy Ghost dwells outside the matrix. The kingdom of heaven, the real kingdom of heaven that we're going to all go to in the end for following God, is outside the matrix. Y'all didn't know that though. So the devil, notice how the devil is trying to copy God through this earth. Notice how everything is a copycat of God through this earth. Yep. Notice how the devil took everything from God and copycat God and just made it all the lies to just basically be structured lies, just so the lies would become truth. Yep, you see it all throughout society. You see it. You see how the devil has mind manipulated everything and controlled everything in society. You seen how he just grabbed everything and controlled over the whole world just like that in a snap of a finger. And with that being said, you got to understand how energy works. Energy is a way of getting you to believe. Write that down. Energy is a way to get you to believe. So you believe on energy. You are taught different words with energy attached to it. You believe in the energy. You're not believing in the words, because the words don't make sense. It's the energy attached to the words. People can bring off energy attached to the words. But as a follower of God, we're supposed to be trying to add the Holy Ghost to the words. We're not supposed to be trying to add all this energy to the words. We're supposed to be trying to add the Holy Ghost throughout everything we do. Well, Casey, the Holy Ghost is boring. Y'all really don't know what the Holy Ghost is. Y'all really don't understand what the Holy Ghost is. The Holy Ghost is perfection. So if it's so boring, how can it be perfection in basically communication like that, in humor, or whatever else there is? You could add the Holy Ghost to it, right? You could add the Holy Ghost to humor. You could add Holy Ghost to fun. You could add the Holy Ghost to basically anything. It's all about trying to attach the Holy Ghost to everything and connect the Holy Ghost on this earth. That's how you raise up God. But as you see, we don't have no platform on this earth. The music industry ain't gonna do it. Hollywood ain't gonna do it. The all the industries of this world is built. The entertainment industry is built for the devil, because it keeps the devil image up there. It feeds into the devil image. Hollywood feeds into the devil's image. It doesn't take a stand. And religion definitely doesn't do that, because religion just procrastinated everything. As you can see, is act like they really cared about God, act like they were pushing out God when they really wasn't. That's all religion did. So when you look at it, this is the world we're living in, and that's what I'm gonna title it. This is the world we are living in. So that being said, peace.